our coffee-loving friend Joy. That's why she's our friend. We agree on this. She's behind the Instagram account MSP Coffee and Things. She checks out a new coffee shop nearly every single day.
I don't know how she does it. How does she do it? There's so many coffee shops. So we wanted to find out what she's up to when she's not busy caffeinating herself. So we want to see if she could be our guest on today's edition of A Watch, Read, Listen, presented by Chew Vision. So Joy, it's so good to see you.
And look what she brought us.
I know she brought us some coffee.
From
Cheers.
Dogwood.
I had to.
We love you. This is really nice.
I know. That is a real interesting question I have for you, though. Are you always caffeinated?
Always.
Always.
I have 3-year-old twins, so they keep us going.
They really do. Okay, so you're in the thick of it, but I love that you're finding some time to watch some things for yourself. So you're watching A Million Little Things.
That's right. So A Million Little Things. It's on Hulu. It follows the good and the messy parts of being a family, which we all know. So what do you like about this one?
Yeah, so we started off watching This Is Us, and that was the first suggested TV series to follow that show. And it was just really homely.
Yeah.
It sparked some really great conversations between my husband and I. We would constantly talk about, what would you do in this scenario? What would you want me to do in this scenario? What would your parents think about this? Or what if our kids were asking these kinds of questions? So it kind of brought us closer as a couple.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's great.
It was sort of seen as like This Is Us was Coke and A Million Little Things was Pepsi. So the second fiddle. Okay, so
When you said Coke, I'm like, wait, where are you going
Where's she
with
going?
this?
I went there, guys.
Yeah.
I went. But you know what? It aired on ABC, and I got into it too. I watched a couple seasons, and then I fell off the wagon. So this reminds me that I need to watch the rest of it.
Yeah. Doesn't have to be a competition. It's fine.
Yeah, so really cool. So everything's like kind of relatable to like what's going on now with that show.
Yeah, exactly. Real life conversations. I mean, the good, bad, and the ugly. But I just think that it's a fun show to watch.
Yeah, it is
really fun. All right.
Okay, next up, what you're reading. You're reading The Inmate by Freida McFadden, rather. This is a thriller, but you say it's not super scary. Okay, that's good. What is it?
Right. Okay, so Freida McFadden's The Inmate. I read it earlier this year, and I think it will live on my top 10 list forever.
Whoa.
It was really thrilling, but it wasn't frightening. So it follows this single mom. She's 28, and she takes a job as a nurse at her state prison.
Oh my gosh.
As the nurse. But at this prison, her ex-boyfriend is serving life for attempting to harm her. And so it jumps timelines between what happened that infamous that night and present day with her and her 10-year-old son, whose father is serving life, and he doesn't know that he has a child.
Oh.
It is so good, and I will say this is one of those books where every time you think you have the plot figured out, you're wrong.
So suspenseful, thriller, not scary, and not confusing as it jumps back and forth.
Not at all. Not at all. Very consistent. I have never burned through 350 pages so fast.
Oh my gosh, I'm reading this.
Please do.
Okay.
So we can talk about it.
Yeah, we can talk about it. It's really good. That's why I like people to read things I've read
I
too.
know, and I love books that keep you, in suspense. Like that keeps you guessing. You think you'd have all the answers, and then you don't. And the next page kind of surprises you. All right, what you're listening to, it's an audiobook of Minka Kelly's autobiography. It's called "Tell Me Everything." So, what did she tell you?
So Minka Kelly, she played Lila on Friday Night Lights back in the day, and she was one of my favorite actresses. So beautiful, so elegant, and so I'm like, oh, fantastic, a little lighthearted autobiography. No, it was actually really intense. Her upbringing was quite traumatic. She essentially was abandoned by her mother for over a year. They had to live in friends' storage units and in garages, and she was passed around from her mother's friend to friend, essentially just waiting around for her until she got her break in Friday Night Lights. So this beautiful, elegant woman tells her story of overcoming really horrid situations.
Man, and if you haven't watched Friday Night Lights, and I'm speaking to one person in particular, his name is Ben Lieber, you have to watch it. When Friday Night Lights, when I ended it and I was done, I was like a broken person.
I didn't have enough.
Is that good?
Oh my gosh.
Ben, let me just say, clear hearts, clear eyes, full hearts.
Can't lose.
Can't lose.
Oh, can't lose.
Wow. Okay. I mean, obviously, I know the movie.
Yeah,
But
but
then-
it's about football. I mean, it's Texas football. You have to.
I know. I
watch
know
it.
what it's all about. I guess I just didn't realize it was that good.
And she's so good in it. Really. I mean, once it ended, didn't you feel like, where will I go with my
I
life
know,
now? What
I
will
know.
I do now?
It was such a big part of the early 2000s.
Yeah. But isn't it, so going back to let's not talk about my shortcomings and things I'm not watching, but isn't it fascinating, like you think you know somebody or like what they perceive and kind of what they put out there, and then you find out kind of like their behind the scenes, their life, and you're just like, I can't believe that this person endured all that.
Oh, that's especially relevant today with social media and everything. I love reading autobiographies.
Yeah.
I usually rotate between like an autobiography, a suspense, a romance, a self-help.
Yeah.
To kind of center myself.
Yeah, that's really
Yeah.
good. Center yourself after you've had, 18 cups of coffee in one day.
You talked about my coffee budget, and I'm like, what is that word? She just said, what?
Joy!
No.
What are you talking about?
Oh my gosh, you're so much fun. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
thanks
you
so
for
much.
having
Okay,
me.
you got to
Yeah.
follow Joy on social media. She'll tell you where to go for coffee, and then occasionally she'll bring it to you.
I know, how nice is that? So we posted a closer look at all of Joy's picks on TwinCitiesLive.com, plus a link to her Instagram, which is a must follow, just like Elizabeth was saying.
TCL's Watch, Read, Listen is presented by Chu Vision Institute. Dr. Chu is a world-renowned surgeon providing the most vision solutions in Minnesota. Contact them today to find out why more Minnesotans are choosing Chu Vision Institute.